I'm fascinated by the way children start piecing together how the world works. I've come back to Windmill Primary School to look at a new scientific study of how children are naturally biased to believe certain kinds of, ultimately religious, explanations.
We've used a variety of different methods, just asking children to sort of spontaneously tell you what they think about the origins of things, and also then sort of presenting them with answers. So what we're going to do is we're going to play a game. We're going to look at some pictures.
Dr. Deborah Kellerman is a leading child psychologist at Boston University.
You have to pick the answer that makes most sense to you.
In this experiment, she poses the children questions like, why are rocks pointy?
One person said they were pointy because little bits of stuff piled up on top of one another over a long time. And another person said they were pointy so animals could scratch on them when they got itchy. Which answer makes more sense to you?
The animal one with the scratch.
Okay then, all right, and here's another one. What you find is kids have a tendency, clearly from about 4 years of age, to endorse a sort of purpose-based explanation, or to give you a purpose-based explanation for the origins of things.
Another question she asks the children is, why are lakes still?
One person thought they were still and didn't have waves, so animals could cool off in them without being washed away. And another person thought they were still and didn't have waves because no moving water ever ran into them. Which answer makes more sense to you?
Animals could be cool without being washed away.
So that animals could be cool without being washed away?
Animals could wash in them without getting washed away.
Okay, brilliant.
Because no moving water.
Okay, excellent.
I suppose a child is surrounded in the home by artefacts, telephones and televisions, all things which actually are designed for a purpose.
What we're finding right now is that children really start to do this at the point where they start to understand that artefacts are objects that have been made by someone for a purpose. And that sort of might be orienting them towards an understanding that things are intentionally caused, intentionally designed, and then sort of once they understand that, yes, they're surrounded by these objects that are intentionally designed, then sort of going, well, that's quite a good way to understand everything.
Do you think children could be described as natural creationists?
In some sense, yes. Insofar as they are attracted to and spontaneously invoke sort of notions that things exist for purposes, and sort of that's associated with their notions that these things have been intentionally caused, so intentionally caused for a purpose, sort of in many respects sort of mimics what's seen in religion as creationism. Sound like now you up for that?
I think so.
You think so? Brilliant. Okay.
So, children naturally tend to assume meaning and purpose in things, even where there is none. This, of course, gives religions, with their own presumptuous but unfounded sense of purpose and meaning, a peculiar advantage. That's why it's all the more important that religion is put in its proper place, as it is in normal schools like Windmill, and not allowed to get in the way of children's questioning minds. Rather than indoctrinating children in faiths that can only preach a limited view on the deep questions of existence, how much better instead to fire children's curiosity about all the extraordinary questions we have yet to answer,